100%. At this point in my life, I'm great at losing people faster. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times we try to hold on to people as long as we can because we're like, but this person kind of meant something to me. This person kind of...
Yep. What about it, society? Welcome to the channel. Doctor in the house. Let's get it. Alright boys, quick update. As y'all seen, we worked on the arc fan. We got it up today. We got the hatch up today. We got work going on. And back by popular demand, we got back the EK Civic truck. Alright boys, check it out. Done cleaned up this now, so I could use as a table, working stand. It's a lot better. So I'll show you guys the progress over here. I found this scrapping. I do scrap. I was gonna close it with sheetrocks. So this is pretty strong, fast in. That way for protection for my car again. The car is not getting wet. We got the wheel bearing nice and covered. We had a small area with my tripod, a chair, so we could sit down and talk. So I figured I'd show you guys a little upgrade over here. So far, so good. And I want to show you a little extension that I did, and luckily I did it because it's raining. But check it out, boys. I happened to build this about 3-4 hours ago, just so I could work over here. As y'all seen, I already had this extended here. So what I did, I extended that. Add this material from lights, cover it up. Now we go with dry, boys. So no excuses. We got the hatch over there. We got the EK truck over here, so we could work our times. We got the materials over here that I got. So today's video, we're gonna start doing the railings of the pickup of the cab truck. Pause. So I'm gonna show you guys how it's done, how I'm gonna do it. We got the materials over here. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the upgrade, like I said, on the little roof. Better improvement. I'm gonna be able to see in the daytime. We're gonna be able to finish the EK Civic truck. I'm pumped. So it's back on the channel. So most likely we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Gonna be less rain, probably a little muggy, but we'll be able to block. I just wanted to show you guys the little improvement on the roof, little by little. We'll build this over here to work on the garage parts. For the wheel bearing, we didn't have anything. This held down the snow on the winter. It's doing good for the water now, so I got no complaints. That's why I did a little extension there, so I could work on the EK truck. This part over here, I'm gonna leave it open. So if I have work in the future with the CRX is coming soon, you know, I should be able to work in here, and I could put a tent and stuff like that. But overall, I'm stoked. We ready. All right, so we got the EK cover. Just gonna call it a day. Wanted to show you guys the extension that we did on the roof. Alright boys, so we ready to start tackling up the back of the cap of the pickup truck. Pause. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the tools that acquire to do this job that we're gonna do. We start with a angle grinder. We're gonna have this choice of cutting this. We're gonna need them to cut metal, iron, steel, metal if we gotta grind it down. This style I like it to grind down the welds. It's less of a spark flying around, so this is more safety to grind down the spots. We over here got this bike grips, which we're gonna use to hold down the bars in the side. I show you guys the same thing with the clamps. You could get this at your local Harbor Freight, Ace Hardware. So we got several clamps to hold the parts in pieces that we're gonna be tacking on today. I also have an electric drill with this kind of disc over here. It's like an abrasive, I forgot what they call them, but you guys see it. We're gonna use this to grind down the welding marks as we get the black coating. I got this for air, just to clean debris, dust, whatever. So those are pretty much the main ones. Most important one, we're using a 125 amp Chicago electric welding for Harbor Freight. I'm not sponsoring anyways, but I always had to show you guys what I use. I went from a 90 amp to a 125 amp, which is pretty much the same breakdown. Alright, so with that being said, the tool breakdown of what we're gonna use for this assignment, I'm gonna show you guys the materials and we're gonna get right back to working. Let's get it. Alright, so we're gonna start. We'll have over here 3/4 by 6 feet square tooling. Right there. I opted with the smaller size rather than the 1 inch because it's too big, it's too monstrosity. For what we need, this is gonna be perfect. This is pretty steady. We got 2 of them. And also over here we got a welding steel quarter angle, iron steel, a 1/8 by 34 by 6 feet. Check out the thickness. Hard. It's a pretty strong material. Alright, so we're going down on this. Since we got this angle, we're gonna try to weld this over here. And vice versa, we'll put this in this side. And we might weld this instead to make this rigid. So I'm gonna see what my option better. Once we get a clamp down in place, cut down to the size I need, I'll show you guys exactly what we're doing. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright boys, so we got a thicker plate, iron steel, that I'm gonna cut for that section over there. So we could weld done, we're gonna tag it, so we could start welding from there. We're gonna cut them just like that. And there you have your plates. We're gonna clean them up. Tag them here, best location. So I could start fabricating from there on and it's stronger. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright boys, the plate is welded. All the extra welded it around. I could have just got away with a little tacks, grind it down. You guys hear the difference? This is what we built in the plate to reinforce the cap stanchion over here. of the rail, few more sets. So that's what we did, as much as we did. Even if I don't use that much, we could use this for mounting points on the cap. For example, for like something to strap down, like if we got a little groom or a little motorcycle, I'm gonna put tabs down here so we could put straps and stuff like that. So this is what the plate comes in play. We're gonna start building. I grind down there to bare metal so I can start tagging my poles. It's already trimmed down, so let's get it. Alright boys, so we got this welded over here in the corner. Again, I went down somewhat over here. So when I lay my metals, it's not overlapping. And I could get more weld or more material. But this is in place already. I curved it in there. It's already grinded. This is already welded as well and grinded. Pretty strong. So now what I'm gonna try to do is build on down and then start coming up this ways to the side, start putting support so that we have the skeleton built, and then in the future we could just lay it with the cheap metal. So this is what we're looking like. Alright, again we're looking at it from a different angle just to show you guys. I wanted to keep the length of the end of the sidewall where the fender goes, the back fender, the inner fender. So I kept the parallel. That's why I took the shape. So when we metal shape it, it's not gonna be really straight. Like over here, it's gonna have curvature, of course, because it's the body line of the Honda. But we're going along with that. The inside, this is what it's looking at for the cap. Not too bad. It's already welded in place. Over here is in place. So we're gonna move along. Alright, so as I mentioned, everything is welded. I cleaned this up earlier. I cut as much possible from here that I needed to have clearance. I could have went lower, but not really gonna affect it because it's gonna have a plate behind here. So just moving along with what I have to do. Right now, I'm gonna start seeing what I'm gonna do with the side poles so we could start measuring them, cut them, and then I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like. Alright, so I scored one of those square angle. As you guys see, it's gonna be a support for this. When it's time, I'm gonna weld it to the back, even though you're not gonna see it. I just don't want this to move, have any flexity. I want it to be steady. It's gonna get welded through here. And then the bottom, once they're clean, I'm just gonna cut all my piping. Daylight eventually going down. Tomorrow we'll pick it up, which it'll be a couple seconds for you guys, and we'll finish welding all them too. But that's the story right here. That's the idea, to create these supports so it's stronger and it's gonna be more solid at the end. So we got one. I'll probably do one more here, two more down the road. I'll show you guys one that got all more cut, and then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll weld them. So let's get it. Alright boys, so I cut most of the pipes. I still gotta cut one more for here for support, but that's still pretty good. But we're gonna put one more here. I hold them with tape until tomorrow because it's getting kind of late. What I'm gonna do over here tomorrow, I'm gonna slit the bottom. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is gonna sit in here like pinch. So it's gonna be sort of a wedge with the metal that was not gonna move, and we could tag it and weld it. Over here should be an AC weld. We have the support pipe over here. Support pipe over here. Same with this one. I got it held up with a clamp right now. Quick note, you're gonna have to take the hammer at some point and bang that in, because from factory it got like a curve. So I straighten it up, they flush. But I'm gonna slice in the bottom. I'll show you guys. Like I'm gonna do a slice right here, so that way it stays like pinch within the metal and it's not gonna move and we can weld it. But bro, this is what it's looking like. We got the plate welded, grinded down somewhat. It's pretty solid. We got 3 out of 4 pipes to weld. That's pretty good. I'm debating if I do one more here just for support. So I might just one more here and one more there. But overall, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Daylight's going down on me, so let's get it. Alright boys, so the following day. And I've been here figuring things out, working on things, showing you guys. I wanna show you. You guys see how I slit that? I slit the tooth. I cut a piece. So it's pinched in the bottom. We're gonna tag it. That's going nowhere. You just gotta weld it here, weld it here. But like I told you, I was gonna. Yeah, see it? I just cut it with the grinder, a groove. So this was sliding in place. And it's already automatically locked. So I could weld over here good. I'm gonna put a slice on this one so I could show you guys the way I'm doing that over here too as well. And we could proceed to welding. When we weld this side, I go off camera, do that side, and it should be final for the building the skeleton of the cab pickup truck. So let's get it. Alright, this is what I mean, boys. Simply sliding the tooth or groove. What we could do is slide it in here. Once in place, we put it under here. See how it's wedged? So it's not gonna go nowhere. It's pinched. I could weld all around, make it stronger, rather than just leaving standing by on the floor. Alright. So let's get it. Let's start this welding. Let's finally weld it. You guys seen before, welded here. Size to fit. We got the tubes in place. I welded through the back. Through a couple spots to over here, a couple nuggets. Won't be able to grind them down like I did over here, but I just wanted to throw them for safety. It's welded to the bottom. Again, it's back staining here. I throw a couple in here. Again, if I could have got with the grinder here, I could have cleaned this up a little better, but you're not gonna see it. So as long as it's welded, that's all I care. This over here is welded as well. All that is welded. Again, this over here, I wish I could get in here and grind it down like this. But it's hard to get in here with a grinder. Plus, it's going to be a plate here that's going to cover it. So, as long as we did a good welding, which you guys see this is not going anywhere. Pretty sturdy. I got him 4 points. Not too bad. Looking at it from this side. Alright. Again, I cleaned up what I was able to clean up around here. It's gonna be a plate that's gonna cover all this after all. But overall, weld it. Weld it. Weld it. Weld it. Weld in the bottom. And weld it in the top. So this whole rail pretty much done. I might, not in this bit, get an extra tooth. I'm running out of tooth, so I do one more here, close to that. That way, so it could be a mounting point for when we do the aluminum. You know, it'll have sort of like that one. You see how we got the corner over here? We got backings, so we need one more corner for that. I could do after this video. That's no problem. You guys get the idea of how we're doing this. Hopefully by the next video, we get some cheap metal and we could start, you know, cheat metaling the top, if that's even a word, or metal cheating the top and shaping it. But before we had to do the skeleton, the framing. This is the most important thing right now to make it strong. So this is what we've been waiting for months. Don't mind the little light over there in the body work. Just say hello to it. That just reminded me that I have to do the body work. We clean this up very well with the grinder cleaner. See, to the point that I don't feel anything. That's what you want to do, so you get rid of the edges and the sharp spots, so everything looks smooth and shit. Yeah, but looking pretty good, bro. All right, so this is like the third day going at it. For you guys, it's barely just a few minutes. For me, it's like 2-3 days in collaboration in order to make this video happen, to show you guys in a short term. So I'm gonna pick up my tools, show you guys a little bit more. We'll do that side, and we'll knock down this video. So with that being said, let's get it. All right, boys, pretty late, but I'm gonna show you something with the EG Wolverine hatch. Got some of my peoples, so I'm trying to get love back. Show the reaction with the Wolverine hatch. See what they think, boys. Pretty cool. They support us on the channel, so why not get love back? Let's see it. All right, there you go. Perfect time. You look good in it, Feli. Who knows? Fucking after I finish it, you might be the driver of her. Most of these niggas, that's what they do. They build them and they have a fucking another drivers doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not getting any younger, but it doesn't mean that I can have a driver for her in the future. You know, having fucking events. So you think, Feli? What's your experience so we could show the whole YouTube? Does it look better than camera, or maybe I'm a little more TLC?
Yeah, it looks better. It looks like I'm ready to race. It's like I already visualized the drag strip.
I know, I do the same shit. I tunnel vision. I do the cola black.
That's nice and ready. Yo, put the harness on.
It should fit. It's adjustable and shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I know that shifter though. It was amazing.
Yeah, that shit pretty fucking accurate. I like the feeling of it.
Yeah.
And then you could adjust it too, you know, like if you want it higher up, like some people like it for drifting and shit like that. Yeah, exactly. You got the adjustments there. Some people they will do it lower because it's better for shifting and power shifting and shit like that. But you know,
gonna find this in a normal Honda, dog.
it's not too bad. A little bit more to go, and you know, would it be running this year? I don't know.
Man, I don't think Danny from Brooklyn could handle this. Man, shut that nigga. Tag him in that video and tell him to fucking
right.
could handle this shit.
Danny from Brooklyn won't recognize it now. He's the first one that brought it with me.
Yeah, he
All my cars. Shout out to Danny from Brooklyn, man.
Danny from Brooklyn. I want to drive it. I drive in the street too. I don't give a fuck.
Imagine when we fucking turn it on here, we get like at least a fucking 2-foot flame. Right?
Nah, I hit the middle.
Yeah, we might have to go convertible and take out the top at least for the fucking cold start.
It turns on fire. Look what happened with the Corvette. Fuck it, we just turned it off.
Damn, I wish we recorded that shit. That shit was fucking big ass clickbait shit.
It should turn on fire 3 times.
As soon as I would have put the thumbnail on that shit,
that's
all of us doing that would have fucking caught everybody's attention though. That was a big ass flame.
That shit was crazy. Nigga, yeah. That shit, I told him it was like a 6-foot flame that came out of that bitch. Nigga, that shit came out crazy.
We might repeat it next time, get it documented.
Yep. And then we're gonna have Felix ready on point.
By the way, boys, he's the creator of this beat stack. If you guys interested, hit me up on IG, Mad Doctor Productions. My boy Felix, he's got you. Anything you could think of custom made, just hit me up and we could look it up and we got you. Ain't nobody else gonna tap making 3D printed shit right now.
So got the connects.
The parts speak for themselves. 10-inch from a wimpy ass 4-inch, almost 6-inch beat stack. Come on, size does matter, guys, so that's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, let's get it. Alright, boys, luckily my channel is not named Frustrated. Definitely not EG, because I would have shown. Been a hell of a day trying to weld this next side off camera. For some reason I keep breaking the welding, or I kept doing. Managed to get it welded. So I'm gonna show you guys what the other sides look like. We just got the support poles. We should be done with this. Alright, same predicament at this side. We weld up here, lower it so that we could put the metal, overlapped it. Over here, same thing as that side. We got the plate to weld it. It's already welded in place. I gotta do my support bars, cut them, weld them. It should be done. So, how things is looking like on the EK7 truck. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright boys, one little mistake I made. Irrelevant to some people, big to me. I'm all about details. I'm not gonna be hiding it. This was supposed to be on the inside. Just laying to the back. I slid the bottoms to fit in there, to pinch them. Accidentally slid the tops, not thinking that side was just leaning against it. Turned out this was the way to do it, because it's already stronger without welding it. We got one more. We're gonna weld it, and then we should get to today's episode, so let's get it. We have both sides finally cut, sides down, weld it, laid it down on both sides. Alright boys, we're gonna be it for today's episode on the EK7 truck. I appreciate every single one of you that have stayed tuned, being patient, have supported me on this build. Thank you so much. I'm trying to pick up as much motivation I can, to be honest. I sort of lost it a little bit, but y'all encouraged me to get it back. So we're gonna get it finished. Hopefully this is gonna motivate many of y'all to carry on with your builds. It doesn't necessarily have to be my car. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Honda. Doesn't necessarily have to be a platform. You just put the love and the devotion into it. In your mind, don't let nobody freaking tell you to stop. If you can do it, just keep pushing through, and with that being said, let's get it.